folks, and welcome to tonight's Monday night district final between Creighton Prep, the number 25 team in the nation, and Elkhorn South, looking to make their first state tournament as a school in Class A. The starters for both teams tonight, for the visiting Storm, it's Cole Ballard, the sophomore point guard, standing at 5'11", averages 1 point, 1 assist, 1 rebound a game. Number 13, Nate Hazing. He scores about 10 points a game and leads the team in free throw percentage. 6'1" senior guard. Number 20, Chase Anderson, 6'2" junior guard. He puts up about 7 points a game, leads the team in three-point percentage. And number 32, Reed Nelson, team's leading scorer and rebounder, as well as leading the team in blocks, shooting 61% on the year. And then for Creighton Prep, the team you know and love, number 3, Justin City, the great defender and passer, averages about 2 steals a game, 10th in Class A right now. Number 4, Brendan Buckley, puts up about 10 points, 5 rebounds a game, 8th in Class A in three-point percentage. Then there's A.J. Rollins, the big man down low, committed to Nebraska to play football, 8 points, 7 rebounds. Number 12, Majay Wiley, set a career high on Saturday night against Kearney with 22 points. And then the big man, Luke Jungers, leads the team in points with 12 a game. We've got a good game here, and it'll likely come down to the turnover margin. Prep is 11-1 in their last 12 games. All of those wins, they've had single-digit turnovers. But Elkhorn South, a pretty good defensive team. They forced double-digit turnovers in 12 of their games, so if they can force the Prep offense to stagnate a little bit, they may have a chance. Rollins wins the tip, and here it goes to Justin City. Into Rollins. Rollins pumps. He drives all the way in, and he finishes. A.J. Rollins with a quick bucket, and Prep leads. Now here comes Ballard, guarded by City at the top of the key. Ballard looking. He's got Anderson, guarded by Majay Wiley, who had 22 on Saturday. Back up to Ballard. Ballard looks left, arriving all the way in kick out. That's Hazing. Hazing puts up the 3. And the 3 is good by Nate Hazing, opening up the scoring for the visiting Storm. They lead 3-2. Here comes Jungers bringing the ball up now. He's guarded by Brian Cardell, gets it to Brendan Buckley. Buckley looking for Jungers in the post, can't find him, instead to Rollins. Rollins gets it into Jungers, pump fakes, and scores. Prep attacking the post early, and they get a 4-3 lead. Pass up to Cardell. Cardell looking. He gets it to Hazing. Hazing. Pass tipped, stolen by City. And here comes the Junior Jays. There's the great hands of City. Majay Wiley. 3 is good. Continuing the hot streak from Saturday. And that's a quick 7-3 lead for the Junior Jays. Here comes Ballard. Ballard into Hazing. Into the post for the first time. Blocked and fouled was Reed Nelson. Looked like it was on Justin City there, came flying in. It is. That's his first. So now here comes Reed Nelson to the line. Averages on the year 10 points, 6 rebounds, 1 block. Shoots 57% from the line. And he misses the first one. Nelson actually a better field goal shooter than a free throw shooter, shooting 61% from the field this year. Can he hit this second one? He cannot. 0 for 2. And the Junior Jays get away with a foul. Here comes City the other way. He's guarded by Ballard. Into Brendan Buckley. Buckley screen coming from Jungers. We're looking to Jungers in the post again. Rollins will get it to City. City to Jungers. Jungers looking. Good defense there in the post by Nelson. Wiley to Rollins. Rollins. Buckley on the left side. Buckley gonna drive in, pass to Jungers for 3, and that is good! Prep unconscious from the field right now, and that is a 10-3 lead with 6 minutes to go in this first quarter. Here is Anderson. Anderson out to Brian Cardell. Now swung over on the left to Cole Ballard, back to Anderson. Anderson in the post to Nelson. Nelson over Rollins, can't get the shot to go. Great defense there by A.J. And here comes Justin City the other way. To Brendan Buckley, looking into the post to A.J. Rollins on Nelson. Rollins puts it up, Rollins scores! And that's a timeout for the Storm. Creighton Prep coming out firing, and they can't miss right now. A 12-3 lead for the Junior Jays. It's just incredible how they've been working so far tonight. Rollins has 4, Jungers has 5, and Majay Wiley has hit a 3. The height advantage for Prep really showing itself. Reed Nelson, 14th in Class A in blocks at 1.1 a game, but he could not stop A.J. Rollins there. And that gives Prep the 12-3 lead. For Elkhorn South, they've just got to start hitting their shots, to be perfectly honest. They've had a couple of good looks, but not a lot have fallen. They did get a 3 from Nate Hazing, but that's been it so far. And as you saw with Reed Nelson in the post, he's struggled to get open. Both Rollins and City flying all over the place in the paint right now for the Junior Jays. Out of the timeout. No changes made for either team, it appears. Starter's still out there. Ballard is one of them, and here he comes. Ballard looks to Anderson. Anderson wanted to shoot, didn't. Instead, the pass is over to Ballard. Ballard to Hazing. 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 Pass tipped and stolen by City. Here comes Justin City the other way. Shovels it to Buckley. Buckley fouled, and he got the shot to go. Brendan Buckley. Why not? Prep's just hitting everything right now. That is going to be on Ballard. That's his first. Buckley just kind of threw that one up there and it went in. And it's an 11-point lead for the Junior Jays. So Ballard now out of the game. That is Derek Merwick into it here now. And here he is at the top of the key. Gets it to Hazing. Hazing to Cardell. Cardell in the corner. Anderson open 3. High off the rim. Rebound tipped around. And Anderson got it back. Anderson in the post. Kick out. Anderson open again. Shooting again. Missing again. And another empty possession for the Storm. Majay Wiley. Prep slowing it down now. 4:40 to go in the quarter. Majay with it to Luke Jungers. Jungers to City. City screen and roll. Instead shovels to Wiley. Into Brendan Buckley looking for Rollins in the post. Instead kicks it back out to Wiley. Prep really taking their time this possession. Here's Brendan Buckley with it now. Screen comes from Jungers. To Wiley. Jungers has the mismatch, puts it up, and gets it to go. 7 points in the opening quarter for Luke Jungers. Did not score at all in the win against Bryan, but he is back with a vengeance. Here is Anderson. Anderson to Hazing. Hazing looking, gets it to Merwick. Merwick dribbles, looks, pass cross court to Anderson. Anderson back to Merwick. Prep's defense really pushing Elkhorn South farther out onto the perimeter. Now it's Nelson in the corner. Nelson looking, gets it to Cardell. Yeah, gets it to Cardell. Pass, another steal from City. Here comes Brendan Buckley on the fast break. And he can't get the other and one, but he will go to the line again. And it looks like that foul is going to be on Derek Merwick. It is, that's his first. And the speed and length of Prep look like they're kind of toying with Elkhorn South right now. Almost nothing doing for the Storm on offense. Buckley hits the first, gives him 3 points in the quarter, and it's a 17-3 lead for Prep with 3:36. Subs coming in, Reed Nelson coming out, and in is Ashton Allison, the 6'1" guard. So the Storm going small right, no, never mind. Parker Spann, excuse me, is in for him, the 6'5" forward. Buckley hits the second. There is Spann with it. Gets it to Evan Hill. Merwick, cross court to Hazing. Hazing, attacking, shooting, missing. Justin City with the rebound. Still just 3 points on the scoreboard for Elkhorn South. Buckley looking for Rollins, has him. Rollins doubled, City, Wiley, 3. Won't go. Here comes Elkhorn South, a quick pass, Hazing all the way, and he scores. Great fast break outlet to Nate Hazing, and he's got all 5 Elkhorn South points. Here's Wiley. Jungers, pump fakes, Trying to get past his defenders. Somehow does. Was fouled before the shot. Just got right around Evan Hill there. And Hill committed the foul. That's already 3 on Elkhorn South this first quarter. The speed of Prep continuing to help the Jays press their advantage. 18-5 with 2:49 to go. Wiley into City. City, Jungers. Jungers will drive again on Hill. Looking to Buckley. Buckley pump fakes. Hill drive. Hill kick to Jungers. That's an open 3. And that one goes down. Make it 10 in the quarter for Luke Jungers. 21 for the team. Elkhorn South really needs to stop the bleeding. Here's Hazing. Gets it to Span. Hazing to Merwick. Merwick back to Hazing. Open, doesn't take it. Instead drives. Kicks. Open look. Short. And that 3 is short. That one from Ashton Allison. Here comes Brendan Buckley. He'll drive, kick, Jungers, same spot. Pump fakes this time. Drives in, pumps again, shoots again, misses. Tough shot there for Luke Jungers. And here come the Storm the other way. Merwick crosses over, nearly lost it. Got it back. Open 3. No good for Evan Hill. Good pump fake. Offensive rebound and the Storm reset. Here's Merwick. Back to Hill. Won't try again. But Allison will, and Allison will miss. A.J. Rollins with the rebound. Nearly lost it. Good second effort there by Parker Span, but Prep still comes away with it. Here comes Buckley to Wiley. Wiley looking in the post. He'll drive. He'll kick to City. Wide open. Air ball 3 for Justin City, and that's a rare sighting. City, the only starter for Prep who has not scored yet. Here's Merwick working with 1:15 to go. Over to Allison. Back to Merwick. Merwick trying to get something going. Brendan Buckley guarding him almost at the half-court logo. And Merwick will get it to Hazing. Hazing will drive in. Shoots over Jungers and scores. Nate Hazing, the only source of life right now for the Storm. He's got all 7. City all the way in. Flips it up. Won't go, but he will have a chance to get his first points of the night at the line. That foul going to be on Evan Hill. That's his second of the quarter already. And subs coming back in for the Storm. It's Brian Cardell and Reed Nelson. City at the line, got the home bounce. Make it 22 in the quarter for the Jays. And they will have their first sub of the game. Connor Buckley coming in. He had 4 points and 4 rebounds in that Bryan game, and he's coming in for A.J. Rollins, taking a well-deserved rest. Casey O'Malley will come in for Justin City if he can hit this free throw. He does, and out goes City after some great defense. Couple of steals, couple of nice fast breaks, and those 2 points you saw there from the line. So now here comes Derek Merwick. Down 15 points now. Merwick, Nelson, Hazing. Hazing's pass nearly stolen. Merwick has it back now. Casey O'Malley, tight defense, well outside on the perimeter. Good pass into Anderson, I think it is. No, it's Cardell, and he hits the shot. 9 points for the Storm now. Brendan Buckley to Majay Wiley. Screen from Connor Buckley. Majay looking, gets it to Jungers. Jungers to Brendan Buckley. He'll look. He'll reset with about 15 seconds to go. Crosses over. Pulls it back out. 12 seconds now. O'Malley at the top of the key. He'll take it in on Reed Nelson. Kick out Jungers. Wide open. Misses. Rebound into the hands of the Storm. Merwick throws up a three-quarter court shot over the backboard. And at the end of the first quarter, Prep in a dominant performance with 5 different scorers leads Elkhorn South 23-9. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Hyder Center as we begin the second quarter of this district final. And if you missed the first quarter, you missed a dominant performance by the Creighton Prep Junior Jays, looking to make their 7th straight state tournament game, up 23-9 on Elkhorn South. Luke Jungers 10 points by himself. Here is Chase Anderson. Anderson to Merwick. Merwick looking. Pass inside. And a tough shot goes for Brian Cardell. He's got 4 points now. Here's Justin City to Majay Wiley. Majay to A.J. Rollins. Rollins back to City. City looking. Gets it to Casey O'Malley. To Wiley in the corner. To Connor Buckley up top. Into Rollins. Rollins doubled. Pass tipped. And a great play there by Ashton Allison. Fast break opportunity now. Anderson threw it up, missed it. Allison threw it up, missed it. Prep got the rebound. Here comes O'Malley the other way. To Wiley at the top of the key. Wiley will drive all the way in. Kick out to O'Malley. He's left all alone, but can't get the shot to fall. Good board there by Reed Nelson. Pass coming the other way, tipped by City, but the Storm retained possession. Here is Merwick. Merwick looking, gets it to Anderson. Anderson back to Merwick. Inside, Allison shovels to Nelson. Merwick back at the top of the key now. Tough D by O'Malley, over to Anderson. Anderson looking in, instead back out to Merwick. Prep not letting anything go into the interior. That was Allison who had it. Now back to Merwick, across to Anderson. Anderson to Merwick. Merwick, he's going to drive. He'll kick. That's Cardell. Missed it. Rebound tipped. It'll be almost saved by Reed Nelson. A great effort, but out of bounds. And the Junior Jays will take over possession after another great defensive performance there. The big hands, big arms, nothing doing in the middle for Elkhorn South right now. Connor Buckley to City. To Casey O'Malley. Tight defense there by Chase Anderson. To Connor Buckley. To City. City to Rollins. He's left alone. He'll post up. He'll shoot. He'll score, and the foul. Big A.J. Rollins makes it 6 in the first half. Chance to make it 7 at the line. And that was on Reed Nelson. His first foul. The team's 5th. Prep approaching bonus territory already with 6:02 to go in the half. And a great screen and roll play there in the post from the Junior Jays. Rollins misses the free throw. He was actually matched up on Brian Cardell, who's about 3 inches shorter than Rollins, and that was easy pickings for him. Anderson to Merwick, to Allison, back to Merwick, to Anderson. A lot of perimeter offense for Elkhorn South, not a lot of points to show for it. Allison, Merwick, looking in, nothing doing again. Allison, Merwick. Guards continuing to play catch. Here's Allison. Pass tipped by City into the hands of Merwick, and another reset for Elkhorn South. Looking, cross-court pass, that's Allison. Merwick has it now again. Looking for Allison again, and he'll find him. Very long possession for the Storm. Merwick over to Anderson. Anderson with it. Anderson will drive, will shoot, blocked by Connor Buckley, but right into the hands of Merwick. Anderson, Allison. Allison will drive and kick out to Merwick. Open three. He will take it, and he will score. First points there for Derek Merwick. And Elkhorn South cuts the deficit to 11. Here's Majay Wiley. Wiley looking, gets it to A.J. Rollins. Rollins to City. Screen from Rollins. Back to Buckley. Majay Wiley. Looking for Buckley in the post. Instead, he'll drive all the way in, and he'll score. Shades of what he did on Saturday, and he's up to 5 points already. Prep leads 27-14 with 4:25 to go. Here is Merwick. Merwick to Chase Anderson. Back to Merwick. To Allison. Pass tipped out of the hands of Cardell. Buckley tipped it out of bounds. And here comes Brendan Buckley in for his brother. Nate Hazing, the senior point guard, also back in. He's coming in for Ashton Allison. So still just a one big lineup for Elkhorn South right now. Probably trying to go with speed over size considering the deficit they're facing. Here is Hazing. Hazing to Anderson. Anderson to Merwick. Merwick screen and roll with Nelson. Can't find him double teamed. Can he get out of it? No, he cannot. He is fouled though. That's on A.J. Rollins. That'll be his first. Rollins incredulous at the call, but got a little too handsy there. Only the second team foul for Prep, and Elkhorn South will inbound. Here is Merwick, guarded by Justin City, who's been incredible defensively. Merwick gets it to Anderson, back to Merwick. Shovels it around, that's Hazing with it. Hazing looking for Nelson, can't find him. Instead to Cardell. Cardell back to Anderson. Anderson resets. Anderson to Cardell. Cardell to Hazing, working on Brendan Buckley. He'll drive in, he'll shoot, he'll pass, he'll lose the ball actually, and it goes right into the hands of Majay Wiley. Here comes Prep again. Brendan Buckley, open three, pump fakes, lost his man, and made the shot. Brendan Buckley makes it 7 in the first half for himself, and Prep has reached 30 with 3:15 to go. It's 30-14, Junior Jays. Pass inside to Nelson. He's been very quiet tonight. He'll spin around Rollins, and he will miss the shot. Rebound tipped around into the hands of Hazing, and he resets the offense. Nice play there from Hazing. Here's Ballard with it. Birdcage loving this game right now. Ooh, Merwick all the way in, misses. Nelson somehow got that tip to go. His first bucket of the night. Here comes City quickly the other way. Screen from Jungers, who is back in. Looking, Rollins. Waiting to Brendan Buckley. Buckley to Jungers. Inside to Rollins. He's doubled, he's stripped, he lost it. Fast break opportunity. Up ahead to Ballard. No, that's Merwick, excuse me. And Merwick scores, and that will be a timeout. Great play there. I think it was Chase Anderson who poked the ball away. And Merwick was able to score, cutting the deficit to 12. It's 30-18 Prep with 2:28 to go in the second quarter. Junior Jays, leading scores for the team. Luke Jungers with 10, Brendan Buckley with 7, A.J. Rollins with 6, Majay Wiley with 5, and Justin City with 2. On the other side, Nate Hazing had 7 points in the first quarter. Derek Merwick has 5 in this second quarter. Brian Cardell has 4, and Reed Nelson has 2. Elkhorn South trying to come back from a big hole that they were dug in early, down 23-9 at the end of the first. But they've made up some ground right now, 30-18. What they really need to do now is get some stops. But that's been difficult all night against this Prep offense. It's playing like a team on a mission. Here is City. High screen comes from Rollins. City got the switch on to Nelson. Uses his speed, lost the ball, but got it to Majay Wiley. To Buckley at the top of the key. Back to City. They've got Rollins on. They've got Derek Merwick on Rollins in the post. Wiley will drive, throw up a one-hander. Wild shot, and it won't go. For Majay, good defense by Reed Nelson the other way. Oh, and a charge is called on Nate Hazing. Justin City putting his body on the line and getting rewarded handsomely for it. Draws the charge on Hazing. The Elkhorn South fans incredulous, but Prep snuffs out yet another fast break. And here comes City the other way. 1:55 to go in this first half, which has been basically all Creighton Prep so far. Majay Wiley to Jungers. To City. Looking for Rollins, and they got the switch they wanted. Rollins immediately doubled. Nearly lost it. Still has it. Got to pass it out. And does to Buckley. They still got the mismatch on Rollins. He will post up. He's double teamed again. Nearly stripped again. Cross-court pass by City. Tipped into the hands of Reed Nelson. And again, here come the Storm. Merwick pushing the issue. Now pulls it back out. Will he shoot? He will not. Instead, pass to Anderson. Anderson into Nelson. That pass tipped and into the hands of A.J. Rollins. And here comes Prep. Potential fast break. City. To Brendan Buckley. Screen coming from Jungers. We've got another mismatch with Anderson on Jungers. Justin City. to Rollins, guarded by Reed Nelson. Now he screens, and another switch. Cardell guarding Rollins now. Brendan Buckley with it. Buckley looking. He'll take it back out. Rollins. Lob into Jungers. Tipped. Derek Merwick makes another great play. He's going to go all the way on Rollins, but can't climb the tower. No foul called. The other way to Majay Wiley. Oh, a fancy right-handed layup from Majay Wiley. And Prep extends the lead back to 14 with 30 seconds. The other way, another charge! Another charge on Nate Hazing. He cannot believe it. Justin City does it again. What can't he do on defense? Hazing absolutely furious. He's going to have to take a seat on the bench. That's his second. And in comes Cole Ballard for him. So under 30 seconds now for the Jays. And a chance to maybe finish this game early if they can get a big bucket here. Here is City, taking his time at the logo. Working it around to Brendan Buckley. Screen from Jungers. Buckley immediately trapped and doubled, has to get it out. Does to Jungers. Jungers working on Merwick. A tough three, air ball. Not sure what he was thinking there. Merwick, one last chance at it. Well short. And at halftime, your Creighton Prep Junior Jays lead the visiting Elkhorn South Storm 32-18. Prep only scored 9 in the quarter, but so did the Storm. And that leaves us where we are right now. Luke Jungers leads all scorers with 10. We'll be right back. Monday evening to you all, and welcome back to the Hyder Center, where the Creighton Prep Junior Jays are about 16 minutes away from making their 7th straight tournament, which would tie the longest streak in school history. They also had a 7-year streak from 2005 to 2011. They're leading 32-18 right now, and a big part of that is Luke Jungers. He got them out to a huge lead in the first quarter, scoring 10 points. It was 23-9 at the end of one. And then in the second quarter, the Prep defense took over, controlling the pace of the game. They only scored 9 points in that quarter, but so did the Elkhorn South Storm. And we're sitting at 32-18 right now. For the scoring, Jungers has 10, Majay Wiley and Brendan Buckley both have 7, AJ Rollins has 6, Justin City has 2. That's it for Prep. It's been mostly starters except for a couple Casey O'Malley and and Connor Buckley plays. It's been basically all started for Prep. Elkhorn South's had to dig a little deeper into their bench because they've got a couple guys in foul trouble. Derek Merwick has 5 for them all in the second quarter. Nate Hazing has 7. Brian Cardell has 4, and Reed Nelson has 2. That's where we sit right now. Nelson, the leading scorer, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 1 block a game on 61% shooting, has been very quiet tonight, and that Prep defense is a big reason why. The biggest reason is wearing number 11 in white right now. AJ Rollins had an incredible game on both sides of the ball, as has Justin City. The scoring sheet might not necessarily reflect it, but he's got a couple of nice steals, a couple of other good defensive plays, and some great passes as well. Elkhorn South pressing now. That's Cole Ballard on City. And here come the Junior Jays for their first offensive possession of the half. It's Jungers into Rollins. Rollins going right to work on Nelson, and he scores again. Much like the first half, Prep opening by going to Rollins, and Rollins rewards their trust in him. Anderson over to Hazing. Hazing over to, that's Reed Nelson. Back to Ballard. Ballard to Anderson. Anderson to Cardell. Cardell to Hazing. Hazing to Nelson. Nelson looking in. Instead to Cardell. Cardell will dribble all the way in and finishes over the big men of Prep. Elkhorn South responding right back to the A.J. Rollins score with a nice layup from Brian Cardell. Here comes Brendan Buckley for the Junior Jays. Over to City. City guarded tightly by Ballard on the perimeter. Here's Jungers with the screen and roll. Jungers now guarded by Ballard. They're going to look to him in the post. Good defense by Ballard. They can't get it to him. Here's Brendan Buckley. Wanted the 3, didn't take it. Jungers now looking in for Rollins, who's got a mismatch. Instead, it's over to Wiley. Wiley tried to go behind his back with it, lost it. Ball on the ground. Rollins picks it up. Man down for Elkhorn South. Wiley with it. Wiley can't finish, though. Elkhorn South, aggressive defense, and it pays off. Here they come the other way with Anderson. Anderson to Cardell. And now inside to Nelson. Nelson working on Rollins. Can't do anything with it. Gets it back out to Ballard. Ballard to Cardell. Cardell drives and will be fouled by Jungers. Brian Cardell starting to use that speed advantage he has over Jungers. It's not a lot, but it's just enough that he's able to get past him on plays like that. He hits the first. So Cardell, 3 points to open the half for Elkhorn South. Could make it 4 if he can hit this one from the charity stripe. And he will, despite the pressure from Junior Jays fans. So Cardell sitting at 8 points now. That leads the Storm. Here is City. City all the way in past Ballard. Oh, pass fake and the finish by Justin City, showing that he can score just as well as he can pass. And Prep takes the 36-22 lead. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here is Anderson working on Wiley. Anderson looking. Screen comes from Nelson. He will take it. Pass out to Cardell. Cardell, long pass out of the hands of Hazing. Just a little over-enthusiastic on that pass. And Hazing unable to catch it. So another turnover for Elkhorn South, and Prep retains possession. Here comes City. City. Again driving in, kicks to Buckley. Screen from Jungers to Rollins. Rollins to Wiley. Wiley to City. A lot of perimeter action now for Prep. Wiley into Rollins to Jungers. Jungers shoots and scores. 12 points now for Luke Jungers, his first bucket since the first quarter. Now it's Cardell, open, will not take it, instead to Anderson. Anderson stripped, here comes City, using the speed. Can he get past Hazing? He somehow gets the layup to fall. Justin City still going all out on both ends of the floor. Here comes Ballard. Ballard to Hazing, out to Cardell. Cardell telling Ballard to come to him, which he does. Ballard to Nelson. Nelson to Ballard. Screen now comes from Nelson. Pass tipped. City with those active hands. Nelson has it on the sideline. Back to Ballard. Ballard looking. Gets it to Nelson, guarded by Jungers. Nelson working in, spins, shoots, misses. Good defense there by Jungers. Didn't fall for the spin move. Here comes Majay Wiley. He'll go all the way in and hits the acrobatic layup. And a quick timeout coming from Elkhorn South as Prep opens the second half on a 10-4 run. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Hyder Center. Prep has now extended their lead over the Storm of Elkhorn South to 20 points. For the hockey team, though, it's not going so well. They're in Ralston Arena right now and currently down 1-0 to the Tri-City team, who they beat 4-0 yesterday. But as Tyler Reedy, who's on the hockey team, told me, that's why you start the game 0-0. The hockey team trying to dig their way out of the hole, and the basketball team digging a pretty deep one for their opponents, Elkhorn South. It's a 20-point game, and here comes Brian Cardell with it to Reed Nelson. Over to Hazing, to Cardell. Cardell driving in on Jungers. Tough shot. Wow, he got the roll on that. 6 in the quarter for Brian Cardell. Here's City working on Merwick to Buckley. Buckley, Wiley open in the post, and he got the layup. Prep's press break so efficient when they get open like that. Merwick, double teamed, trying to get past Rollins. He cannot. Shovels it over to Ballard. Ballard. That is Cardell, and now it's into the hands of Hazing again. Hazing to Cardell. It's to Merwick. Cardell open three. He'll shoot. He'll miss. Offensive rebound into the hands of Reed Nelson. He will shoot. He will get blocked by A.J. Rollins, and Rollins comes up with a rebound. Rollins dominating that matchup right now. Here's Wiley to Rollins. Rollins right to work. Spins. Looks. Passes. City with it to Wiley. Wiley looking in for Jungers. Gets it to him. Jungers shoved around. Keeps possession and scores. A big man basket for Luke Jungers. Right in the face of Brian Cardell, who did not appreciate the physicality. Here is Ballard. Lob into Nelson, and he scores. Got good position there on Rollins and managed to finish the layup. City, wide open. Long three, rebound into the hands of Rollins. Great second effort by the Junior Jays to recover that ball. Buckley into Jungers. Jungers working on Nelson now. He is fouled on the floor. It looks like that will be on Reed Nelson, and it is. That is his first, the team's first of the quarter with 2:33 to go. Subs coming in now. For Elkhorn South, it's Evan Hill and Parker Spann, and for Creighton Prep, it is Brendan Buckley Connor Buckley, Chase Anderson, and Brian Cardell taking seats for the Storm. Justin City. Rollins to Buckley. Brendan Buckley, that is. Wiley with it. Back to Buckley. Wiley looking to Rollins in the post. Buckley also looking for Rollins. They can't find him right now, though. Good defense. Connor Buckley. Parker Spann refusing to allow the entry pass to Rollins. Cross-court pass by Majay Wiley to Brendan Buckley, who lost the ball after some good defense by Cole Ballard, but it went off Ballard and out of bounds. Ballard now taking a seat for junior guard Ashton Allison. Prep with another long possession right now. They're up 20. They can afford to take their time. Wiley. Rollins. Shoots. Oh my goodness gracious. What a shot by A.J. Rollins. Continuing to almost score at will in the post is Prep. An answer though. That's Evan Hill with his first bucket of the game. A deep three. Elkhorn South not dead yet. Here comes City. To Wiley. Rollins. Doubled. Blocked. Good defense there by Parker Spann. Here comes the Storm the other way. And that was off Derek Merwick. Some more great defense from Justin City. 90 seconds to go and Prep leads. 90 seconds to go in the third quarter, that is, and Prep leads 48-29. City working on Merwick. Goes right past him, using the speed to Majay Wiley. Wiley will drive. Wiley will somehow get the layup to go. Goodness gracious. He's got 6 in the quarter. He's at his career high on Saturday. He's approaching that mark again. He's already got 13. Merwick taking his time. Over to Allison, back to Merwick. Merwick looking, good D by Buckley, over to Hazing. Pass in, working on Rollins. Might have traveled there, but Parker Spann got the layup to go over Rollins. Elkhorn South continuing to fight back from this deficit. Here's City. City taking his time. Prep might hold the ball here with about 30 seconds to go for the last possession. Hazing tight defense on Buckley. He's got a dribble now, and he does. Over to Majay Wiley. Wiley will reset it. Taking his time. Working on Chase Anderson, I think that is. 12 seconds to work with for Majay. He will drive in. Goodness gracious me! 8 in the quarter for Majay Wiley. The answer is short by Derek Merwick, and Majay Wiley leads Prep to another offensive explosion. Another 20-point quarter in the same game for the Junior Jays, and the 13 by Elkhorn South in that quarter. Nowhere close to enough. It's 52-31 Jays, and they're 8 minutes away from another state tournament berth. Welcome back to the Hyder Center, and another offensive explosion in the quarter for Creighton Prep. 20 points in 8 minutes, 8 of them coming off the hands of Majay Wiley, who made a lot of nice acrobatic plays. Elkhorn South mustered 13 in this quarter, but they're down 21 with 8 minutes to go in the game, and a trip to Lincoln on the line. Here is Hazing with it. Hazing to Merwick. Merwick resets the offense. He'll get it to Allison. Back to Merwick. Another long possession for Elkhorn South. Time is something they do not have. Wiley nearly poked it away from Hazing. Pump fake by Allison to Merwick. Merwick. Already a 30-second possession for Elkhorn South right out of the gate. Merwick. Working. Hazing. Inside to Spann. Spann lost it. Connor Buckley poked it away. Jungers to Wiley. Wiley dribbled it off his foot. Tried to get a little too fancy with it and lost it out of bounds. The Storm retained possession. For the hockey fans out there, it's the end of the first period down in Ralston. Tri-City still leads Prep 1-0, but there's plenty of time for the Junior Jays to get back in it. Here is Allison now to Merwick. Over to Hazing. Hazing. Looking. Pass right into the hands of Buckley. And an inadvertent whistle. No. Was it a kicked ball? Prep fans debating the call. And it looks like they will call a kicked ball on Brendan Buckley. The ball did go off his foot. So the Storm retained possession after what could have been yet another turnover for him. Here is Evan Hill with it to Merwick. No scoring yet. We're over a minute into this fourth quarter. Hazing, driving, shooting over Jungers. Well short. Great defense there by the Junior Jays. Here is City. City turns off the Jets and resets the offense to Brendan Buckley. Looking to his brother Connor. Long cross-court pass to City, to Majay Wiley, to Connor Buckley, to Brendan Buckley. Buckley drives in, kicks to City, pump fakes, drives, kicks to Jungers. Jungers to Wiley, lobbing it into Connor Buckley, nearly lost it but saved it into the hands of Luke Jungers. Here's Majay with it. Resets to City, 6:05 to go before Prep's going to Lincoln once again. Jungers to Connor Buckley. Wiley cuts. Wiley spins. Wiley scores! And the foul. He has been on another level these past couple of games. Already sitting at 17 points. Could make it 18. He cannot, however, remains at just 17, but a 54-31 lead for the Junior Jays. Oh, a steal from Connor Buckley. Read it perfectly. He's going to come in. Pass to Majay for three. Oh, that would have brought the house down, but he gets his own rebound to Brendan Buckley and his own zip code. And he misses. Rebound into the hands of Parker Spann. Here comes Merwick. Merwick over to Allison. Allison, oh, knocks it down. And a timeout by the Storm. They're still fighting, but it might be too little too late. Welcome back to the Heider Center. Prep remains up by 20 points, 54-34. Not much scoring this quarter. 5:21 to go, only 5 points. 2 off the hands of who else but Majay Wiley, and then a 3-pointer for the Storm by the hands of Ashton Allison. But they're down 20 with 5:21 to go, and they might need to start taking drastic measures if they want to get their first ever trip to Lincoln as a Class A school. Here is City with it. Prep with the starters and Casey O'Malley and Majay Wiley taking a well-deserved break. Another incredible game to try and to ensure what will likely be another trip to state for the Junior Jays. Buckley with it to Rollins. Rollins to City. City crosses over. Lost Merwick for a second. Screen and roll. City to Rollins. Bullet into Jungers. Jungers finishes it again. He's sitting at 16 now. Elkhorn South the other way. Can't get the layup. but on the follow there was Parker Spann. Rebound starting to be more even this late in the game. Here's City to Brendan Buckley. Buckley, looking, working, spinning to Rollins. City to Jungers. O'Malley to Jungers again. Jungers spins, and he got the foul. That's on Joey Falk, the 6-foot senior, seeing action for the first time tonight. And Jungers will go to the line. So it's Luke Jungers to the line. No, never mind. They rule he was not shooting. So there will be no free throws for Jungers, sitting at 16 points tonight. O'Malley to inbound. Lobs it into City. City to Jungers. Tight defense on the perimeter there from Chase Anderson. Jungers drives in, spins, pumps, travels. Elkhorn South gets possession back. Good moves there by Jungers, but better defense by Chase Anderson. And Elkhorn South takes back over. Here comes Merwick. Merwick to Hazing. Hazing, kick out to Anderson, back to Hazing. Hazing pass in. Open as Merwick, will not take it. Hazing, he will not take it. Nearly lost it to City. Merwick. Merwick looking, Hazing. Pumps. Got it, and the foul on Rollins. Got in his landing space just enough there. And Nate Hazing will be going to the line. Hazing converts the three-point play. Majay Wiley coming back in for Casey O'Malley. Here's City with it. City to Luke Jungers. Justin City. Lob to Jungers. Jungers tipped it into the hands of Wiley. Wiley knocked down and fouled there. That's Falk again. That's his second already. And a timeout is called. Not sure who it was by, but Prep leads by 17 with just 3:31 to go before another trip to Lincoln. Welcome back to the Hyder Center. Creighton Prep to inbound the ball with about 3:31 to go. Starters still in for the Junior Jays. Here is Brendan Buckley. He'll drive in, he'll spin, and a kick out to City. Prep taking their time. For City, Rollins, Buckley, and Wiley, this is their last game here in the Hyder Center, and they have made it count for all it is worth. Here is Buckley to City. City into Rollins. Rollins fouled. That one's going to be on Chase Anderson, his second. Never mind, I apologize. That's his first. So another inbound for Prep, and right into the hands of Derek Merwick. Good play there to steal the inbound. Here he comes. He will kick out to Hazing. Hazing will drive. Back to Merwick. To Hall. Hall lost City. Lost the ball too. On the ground. Rollins has it now. City has it. Still on the ground. Bodies everywhere. Who has the ball? Elkhorn South does. Will they get a shot out of it? Yes, it's Hull. And he knocks it down. Or Hill, excuse me. He knocks it down. And the Elkhorn South fans will go home happy after that one. Here's Jungers to respond. Pumps. 3. No good. Rebound tipped around. Wiley had it for a second. And that went off of a Storm player. I think it might have been Falk. He's incredulous. 2:24 to go. Prep up 14 now. And Majay Wiley will inbound the ball once again. Looking. Gets it into Jungers. Jungers to Buckley. Buckley spinning, dribbling. Pass to City in the corner. Jungers has it and scores again. 18 points in his final home game of the year for Luke Jungers. 2:05 to go. And the Birdcage, they realized it a while ago, but it's about to become official. Their Jays are going to state. Brendan Buckley to City. City all the way in. Jungers. Buckley, City to Jungers. Back to Brendan Buckley. And he is going to be fouled there. That will be Anderson's second this time. 101 seconds away are the Junior Jays. Barring a miracle the likes of which we've never seen at this Hyder Center. Majay Wiley to inbound. Gets it into Buckley. Buckley, long pass to Jungers. Jungers retains it. And he is fouled. Physical defense, that's going to be the third on Evan Hill. And Jungers will shoot 1-1, so a chance for him to get 20 in this game. Hits the first. 19 tonight for Luke Jungers. Prep a point away from breaking 60. Jungers misses, and the rebound goes into the hands of Falk. Here come the Storm. Merwick. Anderson. 3. Knocked it down. And there's a timeout coming from Creighton Prep. 1:19 to go. Elkhorn South has cut it down to just 14 points, but is there enough time on the scoreboard? Welcome back to the Hyder Center. 1:19 to go in a game that Prep basically dominated from the tip. 59-45 Junior Jays. And it looks like the backups are coming in. Not quite yet. It's going to be an all-senior lineup, though. Their final games in the Hyder. Brendan Buckley, Connor Buckley, Majay Wiley, Justin City, and A.J. Rollins. Finishing off their Prep careers. City currently has 6. Brendan Buckley has 7. Connor Buckley has nothing but a couple of great steals. And City is fouled. Elkhorn South fans can't believe it, but there was definitely something. That's going to be on Ryan Swanson of the Storm, so City to the line. A.J. Rollins will finish in double figures in his final game in the Hyder Center. And Majay Wiley currently sits at 17. City misses the free throw. Here come the Storm. It is Merwick with it. Merwick, a step back three, knocks it down. And the Storm are only 11 points away. Brendan Buckley with it to Rollins. And a foul. 50.8 seconds to go. And that's going to be on Evan Hill. He's one away from disqualification. Here's A.J. Rollins to the line. Shoots 63% from the free throw line so far this year. And he knocks it down. Make it 11 for number 11. And the Junior Jays have broken 60. Rollins hits it again. 12 points for the big man. Here come the Storm. It's Merwick. Gets it to Hill. Hill up ahead. Merwick with it again. Merwick. Three-pointer. Won't go. Rebound tipped around. And one. That's going to be for Anderson. Chase Anderson. Rollins thought he might have got hit in the face. But he will get the foul instead. Chase Anderson a chance to make it a three-point play. He will not. Connor Buckley with the rebound. Lob up to Majay Wiley. He's trapped and fouled. Elkhorn South still fighting. That foul will be on Joey Falk, his third. So Majay now with 2 free throws. Missed it. 27.5 seconds remaining. Wiley hits the second. That will put him at 18 points in his final home game as a Junior J. Here is Anderson. All the way in. Playing all game long, but couldn't get it. Here's City. Spins around a little bit. Gets it to Majay Wiley. 12 seconds. And a timeout is called by prep coach Josh Ludke. And now the subs will come in. Tony Tubrick and Alex Bullock, their final home games here. And then Jackson Dasher, Martell Evans, and Joe Sudbeck also coming in with 11 seconds to go. And it looks like this 62-50 score will be the finale. Meanwhile, in hockey, the score also remaining the same. 1-0 at the end of the second period. Junior Jays 15 minutes away from either state championship glory or a loss. Can they come back from the 1-goal deficit? Ball into Evans. He is doubled. He dribbles around a bit. Gets it to Dasher. 5 seconds for Dasher. And Creighton Prep will finish the year at 22-2, and they're going to Lincoln. What a great game for the Junior Jays. 62-50 win over Elkhorn South. Luke Jungers finishing with 19 points. Majay Wiley finishing with 18. A.J. Rollins finishing with 12. And some great defense all game long by the Junior Jays. It's been a great basketball season. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next year.